so easy. Like for me, like I have a credit card that has a crazy limit, right? And so when I go out, I just spend. Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to give you 5 life tips that I wish someone would have told me when I was younger, but actually you can use that at any age. Tip number 1, don't loan money. And I know you're probably thinking like, really, Kelly? But really, don't loan money. When someone asks you to borrow money, you don't have it. But whatever money that you can like physically give and it's not going to hurt you or you don't need it back, then do that. So someone say, hey, I need to borrow $200. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have it, but I got 20 that you can have. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if they never give you back the $20, if it's not going to hurt you, it could be $2, it could be $5. You know, it might not be nothing. But every time that you loan money to people, it could be a strain on your relationship, and also it can cause what do you call it? Oh, you can cause like animosity and all this stuff. So don't loan money. Only give that's not going to hurt you. Okay? Cool. Tip number 2. Buy off brands. You know, a lot of times people are not checking in your bathroom or in your kitchen, and a lot of time off brands are just as good as the regular brands. So for example, I went to go get some Echo Gel, right? And it was like $6 or something, right? And they had this, I was at Walmart, and they had this gel, and this gel is actually, was like $2.50. And it works the same as the other gel. And actually, this is bigger. So yeah, take the time, look for off brands. You can save lots and lots of money. So there was also like this hair and skin oil that I bought. And I would buy this brand. I'm not going to say what it is. But this brand is like $19. And this was only $2.49. Look, you get way more, and it did the exact same thing. This is a carrot and tea tree oil therapy. Got it at Walmart, right? So today, save those coins. Same thing for the gel. What is that? Let's Jam. Let's Jam is like super, super expensive, you know, but I got this ice clear for like $2. And it's the same stuff, you know, and they have really great holes. So same thing, like look around and see. And it just doesn't go to hair products. Like, you know, at Emergency is like super expensive, right? But I found this Equate, I think it's Equate from Walmart, their brand. They have like an equal brand, and it's just the same, you know. And as people say, well, you should get the real stuff. No. I've been using this and it works, especially when you're, you know, that time of the year. So yeah, take the time and just research and use off brands. And if it doesn't work, toss it. Or you can take it back to the store. You can take stuff back to the store too. Don't be ashamed. Save your receipt. You don't like it, you take it back. All right? Cool. Tip number 3, cook and make your lunch. You will save so much money. So last week I made my lunch every day. I bought a loaf of bread. I had my little like fake turkey and cheese sandwich with some mustard. I think for the whole week, and I did splurge and I bought some like Lay's plain chips, right? So for everything I spent $21. And that was able to make my lunch for the whole entire week. And I still actually have some left over too. So it's like, you know, instead of like me spending $20 for lunch in a day or $10, you know, it really, really works when you can just make your lunch or even take leftovers, you know. Me and my sister, we went out to eat. I think we spent like $46, right? And then she had cooked for me. We bought a bag of spinach, we bought some tofu, made some rice. That whole meal cost less than $10, and you had leftovers. So you could just think, like, make sure that you are like cooking. And I know sometimes it's kind of hard for people to like cook, but and they have like, but actually it's better to cook, because then you can like see what you're eating, and then you can just make sure that you are eating healthy. There's so many different benefits about like cooking at home and preparing your own meals. And just think about it, I mean, it's just food, so you don't have to be like a grand thing every single time. But yes, cook and take your lunch. Tip number 4, give yourself an allowance, right? So giving yourself an allowance is something you were like, give yourself an allowance. Yeah, because the thing about it is, when you have an allowance, you pay yourself and you put it to the side. It's so easy. Like for me, like I have a credit card that has a crazy limit, right? And so when I go out, I just spend. I just buy. And it's like, before you know it, it's like you got this huge bill. I mean, don't ever shop more than you can afford. Like, make sure, that's another tip that I'm putting on there, but make sure that you spend what you have. So even if you use your credit cards, pay them off at the end of the month, because you don't have to pay interest on it. I digress. But yes, pay yourself an allowance. And it just depends on how much you make. So, yeah, that's up to you. You have to see. So out of every paycheck, you want to take a little amount of money. Some people get paid salary. They know how much they get paid, so they can say, okay, I'm going to do X, Y. That's going to be my pay. If you're an hourly worker and you work different times, then you would just have to come up in your mind a percentage. So say, for instance, you make $100 a week, right? So it's like, okay, maybe you'd pay yourself $15 off that $100 kind of thing. And then that's what you do. Like, you just keep it up. And then that way you save that little money, and then you can use it to really buy what you want. And let me show you what I bought. So I was able to save my allowance and buy me some Versace glasses. Okay, you might say like, oh, Kelly, that's bougie, but look how they look on me. Woo! Woo! So yeah, like, but the reason why I didn't just buy these outright, like I made sure that I saved for them, and it's like I could afford it. It's like you save your money, you know what you can afford, you know what you can't afford. But when you are actually saving your money, it's more of an appreciation, and you honor it more than just buying whatever. It's like, no, like you really took the time to save your money. Just like when you're a kid, it's the excitement of like, oh my goodness, I have to save another $100 and then I can get my glasses kind of thing. And like, even though you can afford it, it's just really saving and, projecting and getting it is really, it's a better feeling. It really, really is. All right. So the 5th and last thing, life tip that I would say is get a side hustle. And it's just like, it could be any little thing, and if you don't want to hustle, make sure you get a hobby. But a lot of times hobbies turn into side hustles, and it could be anything. I would say really look at the things that you love, right? I mean, some people hobbies are bike riding, right? Or some people hobbies are I don't know, doing crafts, like DIY stuff. And you'd be surprised. So say that you love to do crafts and stuff, right? So you can start doing crafts, and then you can sell them at a flea market. Now, I know this is not, and like you might think like, oh, well, but I wish, because it's like, I have so many different like talents and skill sets that, time is money. And you really can to make some money from the things that you're talented at. So for me, I remember like I like to food prep. So food prepping is something that can be not only something that I do for myself, but I can offer a service for other people, especially if you're. But other than that, I don't food prep, so don't reach out to me. But it's like when I was doing photography, people would hire me to take pictures of their weddings and their baby showers and birthday parties, all kind of cool stuff. So with my job, I have a new job. So with my new job, is my schedule's kind of hectic and stuff like that. But eventually, when things calm down, I really want to get back to, doing those things. And those that know me know my other business. So that's going to be starting like really, really soon. And I'm a children's author. So I have a book on Amazon. Me and my really great friend, we came up with the concept of a first vegan book, and we together, that was like a really great thing because we collaborated and we made a book and we made money. We're making money from it, passive income. So turn your passion into payments. All right, so those are my 5 tips. So remember, don't loan money to people, buy off brands, make sure that you cook and prepare your own lunches, give yourself an allowance, and get a hustle or a hobby. Right? Those are things that's going to make your life so much better. And if you have any suggestions, link them down below. Thank you for watching if you got to this part, and I'll see you again on That Green Vegan. Bye.